Hey everybody, appreciate y'all joining me once again. Troy here. I'm going to do some more cooking for you in the kitchen, and I apologize about that fried fritter fiasco yesterday. It looked good, but anyway, we get past that. Got the kitchen all cleaned up again, and today I thought I would do some more home southern cooking for you. And I haven't done this dish in a very long time, so if I screw it up, I'm sure it's going to taste good anyway. There's more than a zillion ways to do this. I'm going to make some beef tips with gravy and rice, and try to throw in some veggies on the side and stuff too. But beef tips, rice and gravy. See if I can remember how to do it. Oh, and the wife's inside doing a movie or something, so I'm gonna wear my mic, and y'all probably won't see me a whole lot because I don't want to get the TV on the camera and all that. And anyway, it happens. So we'll be back shortly. Alright everybody, got about 1.5 pounds of sirloin. I just kind of cubed it up, salt and peppered it. We're going to toss this into this grease here. It's just regular canola oil in there. Just going to brown it on all sides. You don't want to overcrowd it. Just like that. Let that go a little bit. Stir it around, do the next batch. All right, I'm turning it over. This is what you're looking for. It's nice brown on all sides. Just like that. Oh, and you don't need to cook it all the way through. You just want to brown it on all sides. That's why it's not taking very long, just a couple minutes aside, if that. What we're gonna do is let it stew a little bit once it's all browned up. All right, first batch is about done. I'm gonna take it out. Just reserve it into a little bowl here. And I'm not putting paper towel down because I want to reserve the juice, put it back in once I've finished browning this other batch here. So again, save your juice. Just let these things drain in this bowl. You pour it all back in there once we're done. All right, so I'm gonna do this next batch. Again, one at a time, don't overcrowd. Whoop, there we go. Okay, let me do the rest of these, we'll be back. Let's take out this last batch. And again, just reserving it in the bowl. All right, so we got all this grease, a little oil down in here. What we got, about 1/2 onion that I've just kind of coarsely chopped. Just gonna throw it in there. Bust it up. Gonna saute this down just a little bit. Sweat it down, get a little color on it. Let it absorb all them good pieces of meat stuck to the bottom down here. Man, can y'all see that? It's good stuff right there. And this isn't taking long, that's why I'm not cutting the camera off. Just needs a minute or so. Like about that right there. All right, and again, got my gravy here, the juice from the meat. Pour that in, the meat in there. Okay, now I'm gonna re-season this a little bit. Let me get me something to scoop. There we go. Little garlic. Throw a little garlic in there. Couple teaspoons. Got Dry thyme. Just like so. More pepper. Smelling good, y'all. Wish y'all were here to join me eat this. Oh, I'll tell you. Your house just smells so good when you got something like this going on the stove or in the oven. A little salt. Fresh. Greatest salt here. All right. Kind of mix all this up. Man. The garlic and the thyme and the onions, meat, boy, that just comes up and hits you in the face. Talk about some kind of good. Now, what we've got, let me get my thyme out of the way here. Got a little beef stock. I'm gonna throw some beef stock in there. It's a 32 ounce. I'm gonna start off with about half of it. I just kind of want to give it just above where the meat is. I need more than that. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, put a little bit more in there. Heck, don't have a whole lot left. I think that's good though. All right, so I probably used 3/4 of that. Now what we're gonna do, turn the burner down on low, put a lid on this, just let it cook. As long as it takes. It may take several hours, it may take 2 hours, it may take 4 hours, you know, whatever it takes. We'll keep checking it though. Just leave it on simmer, leave the lid on it. You might want to check it if you got a loose fitting lid. Check it, make sure the water's not boiling out. If it is, or the liquid, refresh it. You don't want to get it too, you don't want to do that. Just, all right. Be back, y'all. We are back, and it has been 2 hours. And as y'all can see, lost a little bit of the liquid in there. And I did just taste one of these pieces of meat here, one of these tips. They are done, but they need to cook some more. They're still not soft, falling apart like I like it. I do need to add some more salt and pepper to this as well. And I'll tell you what else I'm gonna do too real quick. I'm going to add me a little bit of Lion Perrin, the Worcestershire sauce. Not a lot, just a little bit. A few drops. And also, got some local wine here, red wine. Ed's Smooth Red. I'm gonna put a little bit of wine. Put a little bit of wine. Yep, it's still good. Good enough for food and for me. Hot dog, that's what I'm saying. All right, put you a little bit, maybe quarter cup or so. Half a cup, I don't know. Anyway, I ain't measuring stuff. And like I said, I did lose some liquid, and this needs to cook for probably another hour, maybe again, maybe more. And I've still got a little bit of this beef stock left, so I'm just going to dump the rest of this beef stock in there. And once the meat starts kind of getting done, then I'm going to take the lid off and let this evaporate just a little bit, and we'll start our rice up and everything else. But for right now, it's still on simmer. Still gonna put the lid back on it, let it go. We'll check it again here in a little while. Well, we are back, and it's been about 3.5 hours now. And I think this is about ready. Or at least the meat's tender. That's what I'm trying to get at here. Kind of like what it's looking like now. See if we can grab us one of these pieces and see how tender it is. Like that there. I'm gonna let it cool off for a second, so we'll be right back. All right, there we go again. Let's see if This is tender. Yeah, I'd say it's pretty tender. Falling apart. Well, hot. That's good though. Okay. All right, so now we need to leave the lid off, let some of this water evaporate, and that meat will just keep getting tender, which is fine by me. All right, everybody, we're gonna make us some cornbread. Got a little Crisco. There you go. Vegetable shortening. Gonna coat the inside of my pan. Just like so. All right. And I'm using some Aunt Jemima cornbread mix. Here we go. There's a fresh bag. As you can see, I'm just using the instructions off the back of this. And I'm not using the oil. They call for a 1/4 cup. So anyway, here's what I'm doing. I got 1 cup. Sorry, one and a half cups cornmeal. Need 1 1/2 cups of flour. Where's that at? It's over here. Here she goes. All right, 1/2. Calls for like 4 teaspoons. Is it teaspoons or tablespoons? Teaspoons. 4 teaspoons of baking powder. But I'm using a little bit. I'm like 1 1/2 times in the recipe here. All right, so that's 4, 5, put 6. There we go. What else we got? Calls for some sugar. And do I want to use sugar? Yeah. No. Tell you what, I'm gonna use some honey. I'm gonna do the honey. You can use sugar. If you use sugar, it's tell you here in just a second. For sugar, 2 to 4 tablespoons of sugar. All right, need a cup of milk. Got milk here somewhere. Cup of milk, so I actually need a 1.5 cups of milk. Is that right? Double check before I do this. Yeah, and again, I'm 1 1/2 times in the recipe here. So I need a 1/2 cup of milk. So equal parts cornmeal, flour, milk. What else we need? A little salt. Put a little salt in there. It doesn't actually call for it, I don't think, but I'm gonna put some in there. I want some more sugar. I'm gonna put some more sugar in there too. That much. Okay. Egg. We need an egg. Where's my egg? There's my egg. All right. Here's my egg. Get that junk out of here. Right, Moonshine? What else I need? Not doing vegetable oil. I think that's it. Okay. Probably should do a little bit of vegetable oil since I'm doing it this way. Hang on. All right, got a little canola oil here. Put a little bit of that in there. Maybe 1/8 cup, not much. Probably should put a little bit more. Forgot I'm more than doubling. I'm sorry, 1.5 times in the recipe here. All right, we're gonna stir this up. Got my oven heated to 425. You want to make sure that all of the flour and cornmeal are incorporated, but don't over mix this. Make it tough. So, I think that's good enough. Let's pour that in there. Close enough. All right. Pop that in the oven for probably 25 minutes or so. Let's see. Ooh, yeah, 20 to 23 minutes it says. So I thought I usually went about 25 minutes. Pop that in there. Set my timer 25 minutes. And we'll be done. All right, my next step is to cook us some veggies. I've got these fine purple whole peas made by the Allen's company. And we're gonna simmer them while the rest of this stuff finishes. All right, my rice is coming up to a little boil here. Just kind of mix that butter just a little bit, not too much. And where's my lid? Got a lid here somewhere. Pop that on simmer in the back. We're gonna let that go again, about 23 to 25 minutes. Well, my cornbread still has about 8 minutes left. That's looking pretty doggone good, if I don't say so myself. Well, I got my beef tips and gravy coming up to temp again. It's starting to boil a little bit. Let me show you what I got over here. Mix up a little slurry of some cornstarch, water. Put a couple tablespoons in here. And about I don't know, maybe a 1/3 cup of water. See if I can mix that up a little bit for you. All right, now let's move back over here. All right, check this out, y'all. So that this doesn't lighten up the color of my gravy a whole lot, we're gonna add some Worcestershire to it. A little more. Just get it looking pretty good anyway. All right, then we're gonna come over here and we're gonna add this right in there, just like so. I'm gonna add a little bit right now, because I may not need all of it. We'll see. Let's kind of stir that in and see how thick it gets. May need a little more, but kind of bring it up to temp. And you'll see it thicken slowly. All right, we'll check back. All right, we're going to pull out the cornbread. It is done. We're going to sit it right over here. We're going to let that cool off. All right, this has been kind of coming up to a boil here for a couple of minutes. See how thick that is. It's pretty close to where I like it. May go just a hair bit more. Let's see here. Pull the rest of that in there, just like that. All right. I know. There we go. Sorry, my oven was telling me my cornbread's ready and I already took it out. Yeah, that's looking much better right there. Hell yeah, man, that's what I'm talking about. There you go, Moonshine. Cook up some of this, baby. Oh, Keith, I'm sorry, bro. I ain't putting no crushed red peppers or cayenne in this. I just want this to be just plain, authentic Southern cooking, bro. And it's gonna be good. All right, I'm gonna turn this down a little bit, and we're gonna wait for the rice, and we're gonna wait for them beans in the back. All right, y'all, just flipped this cornbread out. Check that out. Man, didn't bust or nothing. That's perfect right there, baby. All right, we're gonna let the wife fix her a plate. Get an honest opinion. Give it a shot, honey.
Let me get some of this gravy.
I'm proud of this. Dogs are going nuts. They can smell it.
Mmm. That is so good, baby. So good.
All right, folks. Got my my dinner done here. Beef tips, gravy over rice with little Allen's beans, purple whole peas, homemade cornbread. Check this out. Don't that look good? Mm-hmm. Nice, baby. Real nice. All right, let's give her a shot. Wife's already had hers, so she liked it. I just want to show y'all real quick. Look at this big hunk of meat right here. See that big hunk of meat? Look. See? Man, tender. When you're cooking meat like that, or even like a stew or a roast, after a couple hours, if it's still kind of tough, let it keep going. It will tenderize after, you know, another hour, 2 hours. Anyway, this probably cooked a total of about 5 hours. That's why it's falling apart good, y'all. That flavor is phenomenal. All right, got me a little piece of rice, piece of meat. Lord. That man good, y'all. I've cooked quite a few dishes. I think this is one of my best right here. Man, you talking about going from not tasting good last night to beef tips. Southern style. Simple. Easy to do. Y'all seen me taste these purple whole peas from the Allen's company. And look, man. Cornbread. I just followed the package instructions. Man. It's terrible. Terrible I gotta eat in front of y'all. That's awesome, y'all. Give this one a try.